Gaffer, it's a quick turnaround from Saturday's match against Dare United. First of all, how have the boys made it through the match?
Yeah, they're all fine. They've trained really well the last 2 days, so we're all looking forward to the game tomorrow. We know the importance of the game. We know it'll be a tough game, but it's one that we're all looking forward to.
Yeah, and both teams going into it in a good run of form as well. What sort of contest are you expecting?
Yeah, a tough game. Partick Thistle are a good team. You've got good players. They've been like you said, they've been on a very good run themselves. I think they've only lost 2 of the last 14 league games, which is testament to them. So we know how difficult the game will be, but we're in a good run also. We've had really good games against Partick Thistle in the time I've been here at the club, and I don't envisage anything different tomorrow.
Yeah, and I suppose how much would a win to end the year help boost the momentum as well?
Regardless of whether it's the end of the year, start of the year, middle of the year, you want to win every game, and we're not different. I know there's been a lot of noise since the summer about the team. We're actually better off at this stage than we were last year, so I was a little bit taken aback when I seen the stats, but there you go. I've had to build a brand new team. I've had to gel them together, and the stats prove that they're doing better than the squad we had last season. So from that part, I'm really happy with how the lads have been performing.
Yeah, and I think in recent games as well, how pleased have you been, especially with the defensive performance?
The boys have been brilliant. I think they're really solid at the moment. Zach, Birdie, Morgan and Cammy Barntime, I think it's 3 clean sheets in the last 4 games as well. So yeah, listen, they're starting to get to know each other's jobs. They look a little bit more defensively solid from crosses, etc. Similar to the early part of the season. And it's good to be back to that. That's 6 games now undefeated, especially in the league, which is difficult to do, especially with the teams that are in it this year. It's a difficult league. But we just want to keep building. We've not even, in my opinion, not started, and we're in and around it. We're better off than we were at this stage last season in terms of games played. So it's a lot positive to take.
Yeah, of course, Saturday as well, that was the halfway point of the league campaign as well. How would you reflect on the first half of the campaign?
Like I just said there, if someone had told me that we were better off at this stage than we were last season, I would have said, I don't think we are, but there you go. That's why you get a lot of statisticians out there that tell you these things. So, yeah, I'm pleased for the group because a lot of people have written them off. So, I know what I've got. I've kept saying there's a good group in there. Hopefully we're now seeing the fruits of that. We're undefeated in the league since the 2nd of November. So the players have got to take great credit for that. They put in another tremendous battling performance against a really strong Ayr team on Saturday. Yeah, second half we never really got to grips with the game, but first half we were excellent. Should have been 1-0 up with Phil's chance. Second half he's got another great chance. I just think if he hits it a wee bit earlier, they may score, or the keeper's got to make a great save. We take another touch and the chance is gone. But in the main, I'm seeing a lot of stats for Ayr had a lot of shots at goal, but it wasn't anything that really caused us any problems, and that's testament to the group. They defended their box really well, they got out-stop crosses, and Ryan in the back four dealt with anything that came their way. And 3 home games coming up on the trot now. What's the message been to the boys in your pre-match meeting today? More of the same. We want to be winning all our home games. No different. Every game will be different. We start with Partick Thistle tomorrow, then a tough game against Hamilton, and then a tough game against Raith Rovers, and then we go away from home twice. So we want to take advantage of the home form. We want to build on that. We need the fans to come and get behind the group. If they start to finish, spur them on, get behind them. Normally they do against Partick's a nice derby they're a good game for both sets of support. So hopefully that comes tomorrow. They bring the noise and they get behind the group. But yeah, I'm expecting a tough game, but I'm expecting also a group of lads to go and show how good they have been over the last 6 games. And finally, just for you more personally as well, with it being the end of the year, do you look back at a certain moment throughout the year where you look at your most memorable moment? If you were asking me, I'd probably have to say probably either the Hearts or the Motherwell Scottish Cup 5th round or quarter final. I think both of them for different reasons. What I take for both games is just the amount of fans in the ground. The atmosphere was unbelievable. we done really well against Motherwell to get through the tie to win 2-1. It was a great occasion, you know. We done really well against a really good Premier League team. And then we took Hearts to 83rd, 85th minute, something like that, before they scored their winner. And in that game we had 2 or 3 good opportunities as well. If it wasn't for Craig Gordon, who knows, it may have been us that were in the semi-final. But they were 2 games that I look back on with immense pride, in terms of the whole atmosphere and the occasion. You know, to see Capello with that many supporting it was incredible. And like I said, I probably didn't take as much of the game in as I should have, because you obviously in the moment you're trying to manage the team for the pitch. But when you look back and see pictures, etc., from both games, that's when you take a wee bit of pleasure and say that was a really good game. But like I say, there's been a lot more, but if you were asking me, they were probably 2 highlights of 2024.